All right, all right, all right. Hello, everybody. Um, so we're having some difficulties here, and unfortunately, I thought that I was smarter, and so I cannot seem to get this to work. Um, so the only thing I could possibly think of is if I have another cable for this camera, but I don't think that I do. Um, oh, hey, wait a second. Hi. Well, what happened here? Okay. I don't understand. I don't know what's going on, but it's working now. And what? What is this? Okay. Okay, it's working. I'm not going to complain. I won't complain. Can you guys see me? Can you guys see me? It's good. It's good. Yeah? Okay. All right. Hey, welcome. Welcome everybody. Sorry about the later start. I have no idea why that didn't work. Um oh well. That's fine. We're here now, right? It's working. You guys can see me. Hey, excellent. Hey guys in chat, what I want you to do real quick, all of my Summit youth, can you guys say a big welcome to Lakeside Nazarene youth? The Lakeside Nazarene Church youth are here. You guys can all say hello, Lakeside youth. They are here. They're new. They're joining us. We're really excited about that. So awesome. There you guys go. Sweet. Good to see that. Awesome. Yeah, we're excited that they've been able to join us. So welcome to them. And yeah, Lakeside youth, welcome to Summit. This is kind of what we're doing. I guess you're not at Summit, but you know what I mean. You know, welcome, I guess. We're super glad that you guys have been able to join us. And, you know, it might be online, it might be digital, but hey, this is super exciting. So, yeah, if you are with Lakeside and you have the YouTube link in front of you, then feel free to just throw a hi in there or let us know where you're watching from as well. We'd love to get to know you. Hey, before we get started today, everybody, remember, we have a huge event next week. Do you guys know what it is? Let me see it in chat. What is happening next week? Let me see that you guys all know. Let me see it. Let me see somebody throw it in chat. Somebody's got to know what's going on next week. Yes? Golden Gnomes. There we go. Victoria's got it. The Golden Gnomes are happening next week. Now, Okay. All right. Here we go. I think we are live again. Oh my goodness me. Look at things. Look at what is happening with us today. Okay, give me 1 second here. Let me know in chat if you guys can hear me. I hope you can. Sorry everybody about the technical glitches. I have literally no idea what in the world is happening. And also, now my camera is seemingly refusing to power back on. Now that's a bummer. Oh yeah, that's a big bummer. Okay, let's try this again with a different battery. All right, everybody, bear with me. Lakeside, I hope you know this doesn't usually happen. However, it doesn't not happen either. I cannot get this battery to go in my camera right now. There we go. Okay. Camera on. Let's see here. Nope. Yup. Oh. Oh. Why, oh why? Oh why, oh why, oh why? I don't know. Lakeside, welcome. I don't know. I'm sorry, everybody. Just, I hope you're having a better day than I am right now. I don't know how this happens, but somehow we go offline and now we have 2 extra viewers. I don't know. Oh boy. Okay, we're back. Let me get through this real quick. Golden Gnomes happening next week. They are a video awards show. It's just like the Oscars. It's just like the Golden Globes. Lots of things like that. So the way it's going to work is that students, you are going to make a video. Now, I want to be very clear. You have to have this video done and edited and submitted to me by Monday, because that is the cutoff day. And you have to get a video in, because if all of you are like, the next person will put a video in, I don't need to make a video, then we'll end up with 0 videos, and what a waste of time that is going to be. I am going to literally give out money. There's going to be money awards. Do you guys want, like, don't you want some, like, sweet Amazon gift cards? Something like that? Of course you do. Of course you want Amazon gift cards. You guys absolutely know how to make videos, because all of you have grown up with tech even more than I have. Like, I didn't even have a computer in my home until, I don't know, I was like in school, and like, I don't know how old I would have been. I think we probably got our first computer when I was like 9. I don't know, something like that. Pardon me? How many videos do we have now? We have 1, 2, 3. I think we've got 4 or 5 videos. So there is a really good chance that if you submit a video, you will win a cash money prize. A cash money prize, because I've got at least 3 grand prizes. And then I've budgeted for more prizes, but if I don't get more videos, then I don't know. I guess all those prizes are just going to go to me. Like, I'll take them. I'm not going to lie. Like, I would love to get some, I don't know, maybe some trophies, some Amazon gift cards. I don't know, stuff like that. Sure, I'd love that. Maybe some Steam keys. I don't know. I would take those. I'm just saying, if you guys make a video, you have a really good chance at winning. You don't even need to edit. It could be a one-shot video. It could be a video where you set the camera up, and you know what, wasn't there a video like that, a movie like that came out a while ago, where it was like a first-person view and there were 0 cuts in the film? Just do something like that. It'd be incredible. Okay. Whew. Before we lose our connection again, holy cow, we've got 36 viewers. I'm just plugging in this. I have to plug in this battery so that it charges just in case this one dies. Okay. There we go. Before our stream dies again, we are going to play a game today, everybody. Are there video guidelines? Sorry, I'm seeing that down here. Are there video guidelines? There are no real guidelines. Just keep it like, well, it's got to be PG, obviously. And I would say keep it between like a minute and 5 minutes. Like, I mean, don't give me a 30-minute film is what I'm saying. I would love to not have a 30-minute film. But you know, if you submit like a 5-minute video, even if it goes a little bit longer, if it's like 8 minutes, it's not a big deal. Send me a video. It can be about anything. Have a good storyline. I don't know, something like that. Noah M., your supply teacher was Julia? That's awesome. Well, then I'm gonna make sure that if you don't submit a video, I will make her your permanent teacher somehow. And then every day she'll be like, Noah, you could have had your normal teacher back, but you didn't make a video. So you got to make a video. Okay. 8 minutes is fine. Yep. And there you go. Okay. We are going to play a game. So I want everybody I'm going to pop out chat here so that I can actually like talk to you guys while we play this game. There we go. Let me put you over on my second screen. Okay, Noah, you want her as your permanent teacher? Okay, then I will make sure you never have her again as a teacher unless you submit a video. So everybody has to submit a video, or else I know where you all live. All right. Everybody grab your phones or a tablet or a computer or some kind of technology, because we are going to play a Kahoot. That is correct. We are going to play a Kahoot. So everybody, please go to Kahoot and I will show you the trust me. Don't you worry. The code is going to go up on this screen in just a second. All right. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1. There it is up on screen. Everybody grab your phones and go to this website. It's kahoot.it. And yeah, please feel free to join. Okay, let me see if I can get my face back in here. Oh, that's too big. Okay, there we go. Hi everybody. I don't know what happened. This Kahoot, I was trying to make it about like the youth group stuff, and it only had a few questions. And then when I logged back in, it said that there were more questions added somehow. So I don't know, man. Maybe something's gonna happen. Oh, do you want to hear the do you want to hear this music that I'm stuck listening to? Welcome, Neck Kennedy. It's a good name. It's pretty close to the best name in the world. Unfortunately, it's not quite there. I'm going to give you guys another couple seconds to figure it out. Maybe you're running around trying to grab a phone or, I don't know, something like that. I'll give you, I don't know, what time is it right now? Maybe 45 seconds? Okay, let's see who's in the game right now. Ryan, Doug, Nika, Julia K, Finster. Oh my gosh, people are joining so fast. Alyssa, Godsker, another Julia. Hello, Christian, Josh, Dawson. Coffee's here. Welcome, Coffee. Welcome, I'm here. Kurt, Bukenboyi, Sugawara, Ben, Flavius, Neck Kennedy, Smiley Face, Chris Wing, Professional, Adrian, what? Kayunzas. February 8th, Nick Kennedy. Hey, that's a good name. That's mine. Is Knack the best? Okay. King Alexander, John, and Winky Face. Okay, you've got, I'm going to count down from 10, which means you've got a little bit less time because there's a small stream. Oh, delay. Okay. Oh, I lost chat. Where did chat go? Why can't I see it? There we go. Okay, I'm going to put chat right here, but I need to make chat a little bit skinnier so that I can read it. There we go. Okay, ready? And 3, and 2, and 1. And remember, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, questions got added to this Kahoot. Oh, it's such a mystery. Okay. This one's called John Chapter 5. I'm going to make me real small. Okay, quiz time. Help, I'm trapped in a website. Wait, what? The refresh page, close internet, call the FBI, invest in GameStop. What is happening here? Okay, I'm going to put me up here. There. Now I'm not in the way. Oh. Call the FBI was the right answer. Refresh page? What if somebody was actually stuck in this website? If you refresh the page, I don't know, that sounds like it would hurt them or something. Okay, call the FBI. What? I don't even know what the FBI's phone number is. Okay, question 2. FBI, hello, what seems to be the problem? Do we already get the FBI on the phone? What is happening right now? There's someone stuck on the internet. Say nothing, breathe heavily. Ugh. Hello, Domino's. Is this for delivery or pickup? Invest in GameStop again. Okay, I'm gonna There's someone stuck on the internet. Exactly. Everybody, we have to go with truth. There's someone stuck on the internet. Maybe the FBI can help us. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, quiz. FBI, that's impossible. You can't be physically trapped inside the internet. That must be what the FBI is saying to us. Yeah, you're right. Hang up. Actually, nothing is impossible. Begin sharing the gospel. But they told me they were stuck in the internet. Invest in GameStop? I don't know anymore, everybody. I don't know what's happening. This was supposed to be a Kahoot about John chapter 5. Yeah, you're right, hang up. I mean, FBI was pretty convincing. Person stuck on the internet. Did the FBI help? Yes, you're not stuck on the internet. It's impossible. Oh, okay. No. That makes sense. Ignore them and play Among Us instead. But if they're stuck on the internet, what if they're stuck there forever? Or maybe it's impossible. Invest in GameStop. Maybe it was this person. Maybe this person is what did everything. Yes, you're not stuck on the internet. It's impossible. Ah. Oh, good. All right. Well, maybe, okay. It seems as if we've reconciled the situation. Everything is good now. That was weird. Should we do real questions now? Yes, please, Kahoot. Could we please do real questions now? I made a Kahoot specifically for my students and Lakeside, and now you've just gone and hijacked it for some prank? Wait, no! Oh no! What's gonna happen next? Well, what did one wall say to the other? Okay, Kahoot's telling us jokes. What did one wall say to another wall? To get to the other side? Hey, meet me in the corner. Who's there? Or, hey, did you invest in GameStop? Uh-oh. Well, this seems more like a pyramid scheme to me now more than anything. Okay, well, at least you guys all got his joke. So maybe that will help Kahoot not feel like we want this anymore. Should we move on to real questions now? Oh, yes, please, Kahoot. Can we please move on to real questions now? That's all I want. I don't know who this Kahoot person is, but they've taken something precious to me and they've ruined it. They've added things and changed things. I don't want that. More of you are voting for false now? The answer is true. We're moving on to real questions now. True or false? The Golden Gnomes are next week. Oh, here's my questions. True or false? The Golden Gnomes are next week. Is it true? Is it flass? True or flass? The answer is true. One person said false, and they would be incorrect. And they also would not be getting any prizes if they believe that. Okay. Way to go, everybody who's on the leaderboard. I'm suspicious of all of you who are on the leaderboard. Somehow you got all those points. Did you know what Kahoot was going to do and going to say? You are all suspects. Monday is the last day to get your videos finished and submitted, I should add. Monday is there's a question mark at the end of that. Even though it's not a question, it's more of a statement with only one right answer. And that right answer is, in fact, true. See, you're worrying me. You're worrying me, you two. I don't know who you two are, but I wish I could find out. You're worrying me. Okay, true or false? My video has to be about a very specific topic that Nick told us about. This is a question, right? This is an example question that you guys have asked me constantly. What does my video have to be about? My video has to be about a very specific topic that Nick told us about. False. It can be about anything. Why are there so many people? Hey, your video can be about anything. You three that thought that there was a topic, don't you guys worry. I want you to be creative. Do whatever you want. Make a video about anything. It's going to be awesome. Another true or false. Okay, there are only 5 days to finish my video. Monday, that's only 5 days away. Is that really the case? Thursday, because today doesn't count. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It looks like 5 to me. Yeah, there's only 5. U6. Hey, U6. I hope you believed that it was a smaller number, or that you were like, okay, but like if you count today, that's part of it, so it's kind of like 5.5. The answer is 5. I don't do decimal points. Fractions? I don't think so. Not today. In small groups today, who are asking the questions? Who are asking the questions today? Is it A, Pastor Nick, Diamond, the leaders, Yellow, the students, or the last answer, Nick's dogs? Who are asking the questions today? Yes, you guys might remember this from last week. That's right, we're doing reverse small groups this evening. The students become the master. How does Mr. Miyagi say it? I can't remember. That's one of the best lines in the whole movie. This week, we are learning about John 2, John 3, John 4, John 5, or just John. Which John? That's the question. The correct answer is John 5. Yes, thank you, everybody. We have already tackled John 2, John 3, John 4. We are now on a John 5. Welcome, welcome. Okay, way to go, Chris Wing. Quiz. What story is not in John 5? Healing a paralyzed guy? Jesus teaching about the authority of the Son? The Pharisees getting mad at Jesus for healing on the Sabbath? Or feeding the 5,000? Which of these stories are not in John chapter 5? Feeding the 5,000. That is correct, because that is in John chapter next week, 6. Good job, everybody. You all got it, I'm assuming. I'm assuming you said it out loud. Why can the Pharisees not accept that Jesus is the Son of God? Is it A, because they don't seek God's glory? B, because they think that Jesus is actually a Samaritan? C, because Jesus works on the Sabbath? Or D, because they were hangry? Do you guys get hangry? It was actually because they don't seek God's glory, according to Jesus, and we'll read that passage in a little bit. Okay, is this the last question? No, 2 more, or this one and then 1 more. What did the healed man do after meeting Jesus a second time? A, he ran away in fear. B, he became a disciple and followed Jesus around. C, he told everyone Jesus healed him. Or D, he invested in GameStop. He said, there's no way I can get hit by lightning twice in one day. I'm investing in GameStop. That's right. He didn't do that. He told everyone that Jesus healed him. And therefore, the final question is, true or false? Moral of the story, you should invest in GameStop? Question mark? Question mark, should you invest in GameStop? The answer is, the moral of this whole story is, no, you shouldn't invest in GameStop. It's not a good idea. The stock is crashing. Invest in yourselves. Invest in a Bible. Invest in other people, right? Share Jesus with them. Don't invest in GameStop. It's not worth it anymore. It already saw its peak. It's going down. Okay, the winners are... Number 3, we've got Kathy. And number 2, we've got Julia K. And in first place, we've got the one and only Chris Wing. Way to go, everybody. Thank you for playing. All right. Hey, can I please turn this Kahoot noise off now? Oh, way better. Oh my gosh. That Kahoot stuff, the music is just, hey, when it lets me scroll through my most difficult questions. Okay, the question that most of you got wrong was question number 3, when the FBI says that's impossible, you can't be physically trapped in the internet. Most of you got it wrong. 3 of you didn't answer. Interesting. Well, thank you for playing my Kahoot. I enjoyed it. I hope you all just had a lovely time. Now, when the stream went dead about a half hour ago now, my sermon closed along with it. So give me a minute. I have to see, I do everything on Google Drive. So if you can find out what my work email password is, you too can add sermons to my sermon list, and then you can preach them if you'd like. Okay, there we go. We are here. We are live. YouTube has been on for 1 hour and 36 minutes. Yes, because did you see how last week I learned how to use the countdown timer clock, like when I do this? Oh wait, not that one. This one. Ooh, kind of neat, hey? So I figured out how to do that clock, and so I decided that I would start it early. So that, because, okay, for some reason, here's the reason I did it, is because, and you guys can't see my screen. Actually, here, let me, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Okay, so hi, you can see everybody over here. This is what I see when I preach to you guys. So first I had this problem where my screen was like super zoomed in up here. And then also, I don't know if you can read this. It won't let me schedule anything for today. I don't know why. It did the same thing last week where it was like, oh, you can't schedule anything today because, I don't know, for some reason. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to start the stream a little bit early, and then I'll put a countdown clock so that you guys don't think that you're a day early for youth. Because, I don't know, some people would be like, Nick, it says that it's starting tomorrow, and tomorrow's Thursday, and today's Wednesday, and are you coming, and why isn't your camera working? And Nick, I think your computer turned off by accident. And I'd be like, I know, I'm so sorry. Okay. If I am a little bit laggy, I think you're meaning like you could see the lag in the preview box. Yeah, that is because that preview box is literally the worst thing in the world. And it never works, and I don't understand why. In fact, right now, it's showing me an error. It's saying that, sorry, an error occurred, please try again later, and then it's got this whole long playback ID. So I have to speak with like a different broadcasting software on, like, you guys are on this screen, and then I've got all of the like stream stuff on my other screen. Anyway, it's ridiculous. Okay. Let's get this thing going. So today we are going to be reading from John chapter 5. Now let me pop you guys out on chat again here. And we'll do that. There we are. There, that's better. Okay. Oh, and I saw somebody say, I feel like Nick's trying to tell us that he invested in GameStop. No, I did not. That would be funny. So don't worry. Okay. John chapter 5. Hey, I wanna just read, let's see, which part do I want to read to you guys? I'm gonna read just the interaction with the fellow at the pool, because you guys all read this week. That's how we run things here. You guys read the verse beforehand, or read the chapter beforehand, and then you guys like come to youth with it already read. Okay, so Ben, don't worry, it will all be explained later. Everybody, it is now listen time. Okay, so I'm going to read the first 15 verses. Ready? John chapter 5, verses 1 to 15. Sometime later, Jesus went up to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish festivals. Now, there is in Jerusalem near the Sheep Gate a pool, which in Aramaic is called Bethesda, and which is surrounded by 5 covered colonnades. Here, a great number of disabled people used to lie, as in lie down, not lie, as in tell an untruth. The blind, the lame, and the paralyzed. One who was there had been an invalid for 38 years. When Jesus saw him laying there, he learned that he had been in this condition for a very long time. He asked him, "Do you want to get well?" "Sir," the invalid replied, "I have no one to help me into the pool. When the water is stirred, while I'm trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me." And then Jesus said to him, "Get up, pick up your mat, and walk." At once the man was cured. He picked up his mat and walked. The day on which this took place was a Sabbath, and so the Jewish leaders said to the man who had been healed, "It's a Sabbath. The law forbids you to carry your mat." But he replied, "The man who made me well said this to me, 'Pick up your mat and walk.'" So they asked him, "Who is this fellow that told you to pick it up and walk?" The man who was healed had no idea who it was, for Jesus had slipped away into the crowd that was there. Later, Jesus found him at the temple and said to him, "See, you're well again. Stop sinning, or something worse may happen to you." The man went away and told the Jewish leaders that it was Jesus who had made him well. That is it. Oh no! Do you guys have these doohickeys on your Bible, the bookmarks? I forgot to put mine in before I closed it. That's all right. All right. So, yeah, I obviously we know because you guys all read the chapter before, but it goes on. There's more about there's more of Jesus' teaching after that, where he talks about the authority of the Son of God. But I want to focus specifically on this story. See, as soon as I closed my Bible, now I need to reopen it again. There we go. I'm on the right page now. So, first, Jesus heals on the Sabbath day. Why is that so interesting? See, we're not told much about this fellow who's been suffering for 38 years outside of the fact that he's an invalid and has been that way, like he's been paralyzed basically, or parts of his body were disfigured or something like that for 38 years. And that's all we know about him. He sits at the pool, he sits at this healing pool or whatever, and he always wants to go, but he can never get in because as soon as they, get the water nice and ready, somebody else goes in before him. So he just sits there on this mat, day in, day out. That's all we know about this fellow. And Jesus goes up to him and he heals them. Now, there's a few different things that I find really interesting about this passage. The first thing that I find interesting is that Jesus, he heals on the Sabbath. And so he works, he works on the Sabbath. Now, this was like a big no-no, right? I'm just going to try to move my chair so I'm more centered. There we go. This was a big no-no in Jewish culture. The Pharisees were very strict about the Sabbath. They said, no, you must not work. You must keep the Sabbath. In fact, it is illegal to not keep the Sabbath. It is illegal to, pick grain or carry your mat or heal the sick. It's illegal. You cannot do it. And actually, I love Jesus' response in verse 17, which is 2 verses after what we read. They said this. They said, "How dare you?" And they began to persecute him. And this is what Jesus says in defense. He says, "My Father is always at his work to this very day, and I too am working." Oh, like that's awesome. That's, I don't know, that just seems like such a powerful thing to say. So I really like that part. That's in John chapter 5 verse 17 if you want to read that part. Okay. Now this brings into question then what Jesus thinks about the Sabbath, because of course here he is, a Jewish man, not keeping the Sabbath. He's because he's, kind of not, sort of, or at least not as they understand the Sabbath and how it should be kept. See, Jesus, he even says, he said, "Yeah, I'm working, I'm healing on the Sabbath." Now, what about me, right? Let's take, you guys know me. I work on Sundays, which are normally the days that we take to rest, right? I work with the junior high Sunday mornings. So on a Sunday morning, we have junior high. We meet together on Zoom. One day it'll be in person again, and we have our own little service as junior highs. Does that mean that I'm sinning because I'm not technically keeping the Sabbath? What about Pastor Jerry or any other pastor that you guys know? For example, you guys at Lakeside. What about Pastor Terry and Pastor Tammy? What about you guys? Like, are they sinning when they don't when they work on a Sunday? Because preaching is work. Let me tell you, preaching is not like, it's not easy. You have to work on your sermon. You have to prepare your sermon. You have to deliver your sermon. They're working. They might be working for God, but they're still working. God tells us that we're supposed to take a break from working. So is it wrong for us to do that on the Sabbath? That's kind of, that's the question that Jesus is kind of addressing here. He's saying, well, I'm working today. I'm doing my Father's work. And here's what is important for us to know. It's important for us, one, to know that the Sabbath was created for you and not the other way around. You were not created for the Sabbath. What that means is that the Sabbath is not these strict rules that you need to adhere to. The Sabbath is actually a gift from God. It's not a requirement of the law. And the Pharisees didn't get that. They didn't understand that, and so they made it law. But by doing that, they were essentially restricting God's work. They were restricting what people could do for God. And so Jesus is showing them, they're like, no, I'm going to do my Father's work on the Sabbath. And I don't know, maybe tomorrow I'll take a break tomorrow, or actually I take a break on Fridays or Thursdays or Mondays. Those are, for pastors, usually Mondays are their day off, the day after church. They don't go into work. We don't check our phones usually. That's our day to just relax. That's our Sabbath day. So Jesus is trying to show them, they're like, man, he's saying, man, the Sabbath is not supposed to be law. The Sabbath is a gift for you. So it's not supposed to restrict you. It's not supposed to be this thing that you get in trouble for not doing. God encourages you to take a Sabbath because it's healthy for you. But as soon as you put it into law and it's something that people are persecuted to upheld, now it's no longer a gift. Now it's more of a punishment than anything. Well, after this man is healed, right, he is questioned by the authorities, and the Pharisees are like, well, you're carrying your mat, and that's illegal because we don't understand what a Sabbath is, and blah, 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 blah. And then later on, he meets Jesus again at the temple, and Jesus tells him, see, look, you're well again, but stop sinning or something worse may happen to you. And then after that, the man, he went away, and he tells everybody that it was actually Jesus that healed him. Now, there's some interesting things about this story I want to talk about real quick. The way that Jesus warns the man at the end of this story has caused it's caused some misinterpretation throughout the years. There are some people who believe And if you believe this, I don't want you to feel bad, but I do want to kind of correct it. That if you are sick, and if you are, sick long term, for example, if you've got some reoccurring health problems, or maybe a lung issue or a heart issue or a liver problem or anything like that, if there's something like that that's ongoing and you're praying for it constantly, you're praying for it to be healed, other people are coming and praying for it. There's some people that believe that the reason that it hasn't been healed is because of sin. And I'm here to, I want to make sure that you guys realize that's not the case. That's not true, because look at this man in the story. Jesus went to him before he had ever confessed anything, before he ever said anything positive about Jesus or the Son of God. In fact, what's so interesting is that at the end of this story, even after Jesus healed him, he still reminds the man not to sin. Stop sinning, dude. Like, enough. Right? Jesus is reminding him, which means that when he was healed, he was still a sinner. Just like Jesus for us, the work that he did to save us from sin, he did that because he loved us, and he loved us that much while we were still sinners, while we were still against him. Now, I think what's really interesting about this story that we read is verse 15. The man went away and told the Jewish leaders that it was Jesus who had made him well. There's a lot of different ways that we can interpret that passage. And I think it's very interesting, because we don't actually know if this man ever became a Christian. We never know that. Or rather, not a Christian, but a follower of Jesus, a believer in Jesus. We don't know if he ever did that. And I know it sounds like, well, maybe he did, right? Maybe he did. He went away and he told people Jesus healed him. Sure. But it's juxtaposed to what we read last week, right? One, it's right next to it in chapter 4, where we read about the woman at the well and how Jesus had spoken to her and revealed all of these things about her that were secret, that she hadn't told people. And she believed in Jesus. And then she goes to the town and all of them want to meet Jesus. And Jesus comes to the town and introduces himself. And even for them, in the Bible, it says that they believed in him because of the woman's testimony. It says as well, and because of his words, many more became believers. In verse 42, it says, they said to the woman, "We no longer just believe because of what you said. We now have heard it for ourselves, and we know that this man really is the Savior of the world." So there's the author is very particular about the words that he uses. He's very particular in saying that the people in this town believed that Jesus is the Savior of the world, that they came to believe in Jesus. And so I find it odd that the very next story, this man, it doesn't say whether or not he believes. He may not have believed. And that doesn't necessarily it doesn't necessarily mean that he didn't believe, and it doesn't even necessarily mean that for example, it could be interpreted that this man actually, went and almost betrayed Jesus by telling the Jewish leaders, actually, this was Jesus that did it. I know you're upset about it, but Jesus did it. The reason I want to bring this up, and that it can be interpreted in a few different ways, and how odd it is that we don't hear the words "and he believed," is because, do you guys remember last week we in chapter 4 where Jesus was talking about how some people sow and some people reap the harvest? Well, I think this is another example of Jesus planting seeds. Jesus didn't always reap the harvest. He was also a sower. He was also a sower of seeds. He also had examples like this man who we actually don't know if he believes, and it doesn't say whether he does or not. And so you kind of infer that he didn't. That he didn't walk away believing that Jesus was the Savior of the world. So what to take away? Jesus didn't just harvest, he also planted seeds. And 2, God can use all people, no matter what their situation is. And in fact, no matter how helpless the situation may seem, God reveals himself to everyone. Everyone who has the opportunity, everyone who lives has the opportunity to know God through revelations, like perhaps they're healed miraculously, or perhaps they're looking out the window and they see a tree and they just begin to wonder, how did it get there? God reveals himself to everybody. And so this whole chapter, especially as you explore further into the authority of the Son and the testimonies about Jesus, it's very heavy on belief, and almost condemning to those who have every opportunity to believe and yet they still don't. So what I want you guys to take away from this is that Jesus, in my mind, he is still talking about this sowing and this reaping, this being in the world and planting seeds. So guys, God gives you an opportunity every single day. Every day there's an opportunity for you to be able to plant a seed. Maybe not every day you're gonna reap the harvest, right? Maybe not every single day, right? Maybe some days you do something as miraculous as the Holy Spirit gives you the power to heal somebody. That's possible. And it's possible that they get up and they walk away. And it's possible that they don't believe in God. It's possible that they don't even ask, right? They might just be like, "Oh, I can walk. Thanks, man." Give you a big hug and walk away. And they may never come to know God. They may not in that moment. But if they don't have heart, right? Believe that you have planted the seeds. You have done good work. You have done the work of God, and God is pleased with you. God isn't just pleased with you when you harvest, right? He isn't just pleased with you when you share the gospel and the person you share it with says, "Oh, yes, I want to give my life to Christ." Because that's amazing, and when it does happen, God is pleased. But if all you do is say, "Hey, have you met Jesus before? I'd love to be able to chat with you about him sometime. I believe in Jesus." And if that person says, or talks to you but says, "I'm just not ready to believe," God is totally happy with you, right? Those who come to Christ are those that God has called, and it might just be that they need a little bit more time to figure things out. God is not upset with you if you are a planter of seeds instead of a harvester. He's not more happy or less happy with you. So I want to be very clear, because I know that was kind of one of the main conversations that a couple of small groups had last week, was this idea of planting and harvesting and reaping and whatnot. So I wanted to just really touch on that and let you guys know, like, here's another example, literally like sentences later, where Jesus does an incredible miracle. A 38-year person who they hadn't walked in 38 years, and God comes along, Jesus comes along, heals him like that, and he's walking again for the first time in 38 years. And this guy, it doesn't tell us if he believed in Jesus, and so he may not have. He may, and he probably didn't, right? sometimes it feels like that. Sometimes it's like, man, what do I need for this person to become a follower of God? Do I need like a miracle? Well, yeah, but also maybe not. Maybe you just need to, be happy and satisfied that God is using you to plant seeds in their life. And one day those seeds will grow. So take heart. Okay, we are going to jump into Zoom. For those of you who are joining our Zoom call, Lakeside, I think you guys have your own Zoom call that you're going to. So thank you, Lakeside Nazarene, for joining us. Guys, remember, next week, before I start this Zoom call, I'm not even going to start it yet so that you're all listening. Next week, there is no youth. There's no youth. Nothing is happening on Wednesday. Absolutely nothing. Why? Because of the Golden Gnomes. The Golden Gnomes are happening next week. That's right. I said the Golden Gnomes are happening next week. So you all must get your videos in by Monday. Because on Wednesday, all of the leaders, we are gathering together and we are going to look at your videos and we are going to plan out the night, the Friday night big event. Okay? It will be here live on YouTube on Thursday. You will all get an email with the video link in it. And you can send that video link to everybody, to parents, to friends, to family, to aunts and uncles, to your neighbor's dog if they watch TV. One of my dogs watches TV and she loves watching TV. And maybe one day I'll show you a video of that. Or maybe I'll put my video of that in the Golden Gnomes Awards. You guys must make a video for the Golden Gnomes Awards and have it in by Monday. You do not need editing software. You can figure it out. It could be a one-shot video if it needs to be. Thank you all so much for joining us. And we're going to move over to Zoom right about now. Peace out.